Hi, and welcome again to 12-Minute Prep. In this lesson, we will go over important facts that you should be aware of as you start preparing for the Criteria Cognitive Aptitude Test. This includes the test's content and format, its scoring methods, some sample questions, and we will also go over the curriculum of this course to better understand how I can help you maximize your score potential on this test. Let's start. The CCAT is a 50-question multiple-choice assessment that lasts for 15 minutes. It measures general cognitive aptitude through the following topics: verbal reasoning, numerical reasoning, abstract or spatial reasoning, and attention to detail. There is no going back to previous questions, and you are forced to mark an answer to each and every question on the test. The difficulty level of the questions increases as you move towards question 50. You cannot use a calculator during this test, but scratch paper is allowed for jotting down some calculations. There is a high chance that you'll be asked to turn on a webcam during the assessment, just to make sure that you're not cheating. The scoring method of the test does not penalize you for any incorrect answers. You are judged by how many total correct answers you get, which is known as the raw score. The raw score is then benchmarked against a population of candidates. And while the test's report does include information about your score in each subsection of cognitive aptitude, it usually isn't the main focus of the report. What matters most is how many questions you got right. Good CCAT scores are a relative term because they depend on the position you're applying for and on the target score that your employer set in advance. But generally speaking, if we look at a population and the population percentiles, scores of 35 correct answers and above will be in the 85th to 99th percentile of the population. Basically, any score between 43 and 50 correct answers falls in the 99th percentile. Let's quickly go over the types of questions you can expect on the test, divided into the four main cognitive areas. Starting with verbal reasoning, there are four question types: analogies, sentence completion, antonyms, and deductive reasoning. Take 25 seconds to solve this sentence completion practice question. The correct answer is 1, cannot and despite. The numerical reasoning section includes number and letter series, word problems, and fraction value, where you'll be asked to determine which number has the lowest or highest value. Take another 25 seconds to solve this number series practice question. Let's have a look at the differences between one number to the next. +1, +4, +9, +16, these are perfect squares. 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, and 4 squared. This means the next number should add 5 squared, which is 25. 42 plus 25 gives us 67, making D the correct answer. Abstract reasoning is measured through 3 question types. In shape series, you need to decipher a pattern through a series of frames in a row, and to predict what is the missing or next element in that series. Matrices require analyzing columns and rows in a 3x3 grid and to choose the missing cell that will complete the grid in a logical way. Odd one out questions will ask you to spot the odd frame from a group of 5. And finally, some questions will assess your attention to detail by asking you to spot differences between pairs of datasets. These sets can be textual or visual. Preparing for this test is a must. You're not asked to solve such questions on a daily basis, not to mention without a calculator and with a stressful time limit. Pre-exposure to the topics and challenges that the test introduces will assure that you score as high as possible given your own score potential. Be it 5 days or a 24-hour window, every hour of practice can make a huge difference to your performance. And a higher score will get you closer to landing the next job. You can start out by taking my free introduction prep course on my website. This course has helped over 95,000 candidates to date, and it is listed as a recommended resource among universities, recruiters, and HR teams. It will give you a good head start to the world of cognitive aptitude. There is also the option of taking my paid prep course, which was created specifically for the CCAT test. It is also recommended by HR teams and has a very high satisfaction rate. You will get a 360 preparation experience, lessons for each question type, summary quizzes, full-length practice tests to simulate real test conditions, explanations and solving tips to reduce response times, score reports to identify your strengths and weaknesses, test taking and time management strategies, and the option to have a one-on-one coaching session with a test expert who will help you maximize your own score potential. Start maximizing your score potential with 12-minute prep today. Check out the course links in the description below.